Good morning, BBE. This week on the Jaguar Week in Review, we will take a look at the flexible seating throughout the school, then we will talk briefly about the musical, and then we will see how the band Carnival went. This week in the Jaguar Week in Review starts now. Announcements for today. Across the school year, we want to take time to recognize the true value of our school and the very thing that makes it so great. What's that, you might ask? The simple answer is you. Day after day, each of you show up and make a difference in the lives around you. We want to hear about it. We want to empower it. We want to challenge you to take an honest, grateful look and acknowledge the givers, the innovators, the motivators, and any other positive driving force who makes you want to do better. Try harder and simply make it worth it. To show up to school, you can find the hashtag BBE kind forms on an email sent from Tomorrow Jensen, as well as on our school website. The recognized individuals will be called to the office for a treat and then be our model in front of the Be the Eye and Kind poster for the BBE social media sites. What better way to be famous in a small town? In this social media highlights, the direct quotes of the people affected by your kindness will be acknowledged. Activities for today. Junior high boys basketball versus Osakis at home at 4:30. This year, there have been upgrades, including flexible seating to classrooms this year. Reporter Aaron Schultz has made a video on how this has changed the way that students are learning. Good to see that students are finding new and innovative ways to learn. Thanks, Aaron. Every year, the BBE Drama Department puts on a musical to entertain those who come see it. This year, the show is the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, a show where wacky, zany, and funny things happen all in one show. Dates are November 15th, 16th at 7 p.m. and November 17th at 2:30 p.m. Ticket prices for adults are $7 and students and children are $4. We can't wait to see you there.
Flexible seating has been a massive upgrade to the school. From couches in classrooms to cabarets and hallways, flexible seating has given students more options on how or where to learn. This will make learning easier for some students. I asked 3 teachers for their opinions on flexible seating and if they are with the idea or not.
I love flexible seating. I started it a few years ago in my own classroom after watching it with some of my colleagues, and I really enjoy having it. I think it really enhances my learning environment for my students.
Yes, I do like having flexible seating in my classroom.
The way I look at it is each individual teacher has to do it their own way. And each individual teacher has to be comfortable in their classroom in order to function at their best. For me, I'm just kind of old school that I kind of look at it as having kids in the rows and the desks and nice and straight, sometimes straight rows. It helps to make them, it helps to have a little focus.
I then asked the teachers why they had or hadn't added flexible seating to their classrooms.
I did it because of how I changed my teaching style to less traditional, I would say, and more student-centered, where the students are in a little bit more control of their learning.
For me, I think it would be difficult to teach a lecture-based setting, which is what I do, as in couches or on, bean bags or something like that. But, that's just my view of it, not necessarily the fact that it doesn't work. It's just, I can't seem to see it working for me.
Then I asked if they thought it was easier to get the attention of students in flexible seating or in rows.
Rows are easier to keep control, but I think that kids learn better when they're comfortable. Some kids like seats, some like desks, and some like comfortable seating. So it's kind of up to the student, which is where the flexible part comes in, where they get to choose where do they learn best, how do they learn best, and I think most kids find their spot and they do well with it.
Getting attention is probably easier if students are in rows and quiet and doing their own work. I do a lot of collaborative work and there's a lot of movement in my classroom, so there are times where it's more difficult than if they were in rows to get attention.
I can't say easier or harder, but I can, for me, being as disorganized in my head as I am, I see the rows and the desks as a way of keeping keeping it under wraps a little bit, yeah.
Flexible seating reshapes the way that students learn in a very positive way and will make students learn in a more fun way. Reporting for PBE Week in Review, this is Aaron.
This year was the first year of the Halloween band Carnival. Reporter Billy Tenson has made this video to show how much fun they had that night.
What are you dressed as this evening?
Monkey.
What are you dressed as this evening?
A pirate from Assassin's Creed.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Twix.
What are you most excited for during this carnival?
Probably playing for the jazz band. That's always fun.
What are you dressed as this evening?
A witch.
What's your favorite candy on Halloween?
Well, Three Musketeers.
What are you dressed as this evening?
I'm dressed as a lumberjack.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Reese's.
How are you enjoying the carnival?
It's amazing.
What is your favorite part about this carnival?
Playing the music.
What are you dressed as this evening?
I'm dressed as a doctor.
What's your favorite part about the carnival?
really according to plan.
What was your favorite song?
My favorite song, I love so many of them, but I think my favorite song tonight was Little Shop of Horrors. The junior high band played that, and the kids who had won whistle prizes.
Having more fun.
The kids who had whistle prizes got to play along with the band. So I stood up there and I pointed at them, and they blew their whistles along with the band, and it was pretty magical. It was very exciting.
What was your favorite part about the carnival?
I think my favorite part about the carnival was everything. I love the costumes. My family was able to make it out, my nephew and niece and sister and brother-in-law, so that was cool too, my parents. But the kids were so happy. The kids were so happy, and that's why I'm a teacher. I like that. So being able to spread all that joy of Halloween was pretty magical, and I'm excited to do it again next year.
One more question. What is your outfit?
Oh, I'm a ringmaster because this is the carnival and I'm the head of it.
Looked like it was quite a blast, and we cannot wait for next year. Thanks, Billy. Lunch for today. First choice, tachos. Second choice, beefy nachos with cheese sauce. And third choice, chicken salad. If you haven't signed up for your Connect yet, you should do that now. Have a great day, BBE.